Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, Mariota. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Now Lewis here on first down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota eluding the pressure right. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
First down, Tennessee.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Mariota going to give to Lewis. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. From the gun, Mariota. And he's taken down. this will be a Brown sack. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank.
It's 3rd down and 4.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Alert 3, alert 3. Kings. Hey, alert 33.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mariota. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. 1st and 10 right at the 20. This is Lewis on the handoff. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On second down now, it's Lewis. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. On third down, Mariota. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos. And pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. The seasoned vet out of Penn State, Cameron Wake, in to drop him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Run.
Now Mayfield. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end.
Check curls. Real. Hurry. Hey, orbit.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
My God.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Trying to get it to Landry there. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll roll him out right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field Don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Olivier Vernon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Succop's kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll be in search of their initial points in the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a 1st down. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. From the 27, Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Undercross. Watch the 61. Matchbox lights.
Here's Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Pistol. Point it right.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he fires one incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right, and he fires one that's intercepted. LaShawn Sims with the INT. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. Travis Carey there to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, that's good. That's good.
Off the play fake, Mariota. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go. Nice 7. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Mariota. And he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
Mike, 53. 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Don't throw my side.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Watch the outside.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go. 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well to get a few stops.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 45 yards. And the Browns are back within a score. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready? Blue line.
53. How you get on his head? How you get on his head?
Well, that's good.
On first down, Muhammad. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
From the 31, Mariota. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Mariota being chased out left. And the pressure gets to him again. Olivier Vernon able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Landry now on the return. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the run. They're running it.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I get the thought process, 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start off with a give to Lewis. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A first down throw for Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Titans on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be third and forever. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mariota to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
When I see Cameron Wake make plays like that, I can't help but shake my head sometimes. He had to go to Canada first before he came back to the NFL, where he's now an all-pro.
Yeah, undrafted out of Penn State, but look at him now.
And just think about all the pass-rushing moves he has, his ability to play against the run. Remember, he was a combo outside linebacker, defensive end. Now he's just simply one of the best in the NFL.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Landry the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
Set, 180. Alert, 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 alert.
31's the mark. Oh, here we go. Oh, 31's the mark.
Mayfield looks to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Set, 180.
59.
Regular.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
On 3rd down, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 33. Seibert's kick is good. And the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Mariota, flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Number 53, Mike 53. Here we go.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Titans on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Titans go. It's Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Mariota now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half, 1st and 10. Throwing, Mariota, sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go. And that's caught inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run with Muhammad. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Mariota now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They run the counter. Muhammad. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. It's a 10-yard touchdown run, and the Titans are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? Now Hunt. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier, Kentrell Bryce made the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
That's good for a Browns first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Mayfield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Mayfield to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. He was looking for Landry that time, and it's 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for him.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. LaShawn Sims with the INT. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll stay with Lewis here on 1st down. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Tennessee, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Oh, damn!